I'm going to solve a division problem using the clusters method. When we look at a division problem when it's laid out like this, 123 divided by 7, what it's really asking is 7 times what gives us 123. Now sometimes you might see the problem written in this way, and other times you might see it written like this, 7 with 123 inside the box. Both of them mean the same thing, they're just two different ways of writing the problem. Now to solve this, I'm going to use something called the clusters method. I'm going to see how many times I can get 7 to go into 123 without going over that amount. Now I'm going to start with multiplying 7 times 10, and that's just because 10 is a really easy number to multiply numbers by. I know that 7 times 10 is 70. And I'm not high enough yet to get to 123. Now, I'm not sure if I can do another 7 times 10 without going over, so I could just go in and try that. And that's another 70. And just to see how far I've gotten, I can add these two numbers together. And I can see right now that I'm already over my target. So I can't do another 7 times 10. I'm going to have to do something smaller. Maybe I'll try 7 times 5. I know that 7 times 5 is 35, and if I add that, I get to 105. So I still have a little ways to go. Maybe I could try 7 times 2. 7 times 2 is 14. If I add that 14 onto what my total is already, I get up to 119. Now even if I tried to do even one more 7, that would be too many. So I've already reached the maximum number of 7s that I can multiply to get to 123. Now here's where my answer is in this problem. I just look at the numbers I multiplied 7 by, which are these numbers right here. I've got a 10, a 5, and a 2, which is a total of 17. Now I did have a remainder on here. I got to 119 and I was trying to get to 123. The difference between 123 and 119 is 4. And that becomes my remainder. 17, remainder 4. Now what if I wanted to go bigger? Let's look at a bigger number. What if I had a much larger number like 515 divided by 7? I could still start with 7 times 10. This is going to take me a lot longer to get up there. So I can multiply 7 by something much larger to get closer right off the bat. Okay. What if I did 7 times 50? I know that 7 times 5 is 35, and then I just add that 0 there. So 7 times 50 would be 350. That already gets me a lot closer. Now I can take it a little bit slower. Maybe I can try 7 times 20 next. I know that 7 times 2 is 14, and then I just add my 0 in. And when I add these two numbers together, I get up to 490. That means I have 25 left to go. I just happen to know from knowing my facts that 7 times 3 is 21. And when I add that together, I get to 511. Now being at 511, I am only 4 away from 515, so I can't do any more 7s. So I know that 4 is going to be my remainder. And to figure out what my answer is, I just need to add up all the numbers that I multiplied 7 times. In this case, I did 50, 20, and 3, which is a total of 73.